How to know he is slowly falling for you. Men can be really secretive. A man may be head over heels over you and you will not even know because he never allows a single piece of information to leave his lips. Why is he hiding things? That's another deal. Maybe he is not totally ready or is afraid of your answer. Or he is just too proud to give up to his emotional instincts. Want to know the signs that a guy unconsciously reveals when he is slowly falling for you? In this video, we show you the top 16 proven ways he is slowly falling for you. Make sure to watch number 1 because you don't want to miss any of them. Now let's begin. Number 1. He makes prolonged eye contact with you. Long eye contact is not the same as when he examines you. This is way more than that. A clear sign that he is slowly falling towards you. You know those moments when you do something but you know he is near you. Do you feel his eyes on you? So, even if you are still focused on what you are doing, you look a little because you know he is looking at you from behind your mind. Then you catch him. He looks at you and grabs you, but he does not look away. Instead, he bursts out smiling and looks at you further. He tries to tell you with his eyes that he's falling hard for you, but he cannot say it out loud, not yet. Maybe his insecurity is preventing him from taking that step. Maybe he's afraid of your reaction. However, if you're looking for a good sign that he's slowly falling for you, you'll get one pretty good one. Number 2. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. A big sign that he is falling for you is that he is starting to prioritize your happiness. Of course. When people we know are happy, we all like it, and maybe we can buy gifts or spend time with them if we can afford it. But he needs strong feelings to sacrifice his own happiness to make you happy. Think about saving money to treat him to a burrito instead of just buying you a pizza. Of course, he's not likely to brag about it or let you know it's a big deal. It's an emotional maneuver, and he's the last thing you want to do. Instead, he will quietly do things to please you without focusing on the personal sacrifices of his purpose. Number 3. He listens carefully. He will not only be physically present when you speak, he is not the kind of person who thinks of something completely different while you are talking. He will pay attention to every word you say because he loves you so much. He looks straight into your eyes and absorbs every word. Moreover, he will remember every little detail of your conversation. If you tell him you want to go to an Italian restaurant, but cannot make a reservation, wait, because after a few days, your honey will take you to an Italian-style dinner. Number 4. He talks about you all the time. You will find that he is proud of you being his girlfriend, and he will not be able to stop talking about you. In every conversation he has with his friends, he mentions you. If this is not a clear sign that he likes you more than you think, I do not know what it is. Either it will be casual, or he will tell them a story that is closely related to the topic you are related to. Some may think this is too much. These people are sticky, but they look so cute, right? Who wouldn't love to have a guy by your side who can't stop talking about you? Who loves you so much? Who is proud of every little thing you do? Number 5. Before we begin, if you are new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. Don't miss anything in future video. And comment down below, I subscribed, so we can welcome you. Number 5. He doesn't mind your flaws. We all have our shortcomings, and we are often very aware of them. Maybe you are constantly lost in your thoughts. Although he does not mind. Moreover, he embraces them. He laughs at it and will help you when you start to forget things. He pushes you lightly as you begin to move into the zone during an important conversation. He considers your shortcomings, all of which are worthwhile, perhaps because he falls for you. Number 6. He treats you with respect. Respect should not be underestimated. Since there are many relationships that do not have mutual respect, this is essential if you are to fall in love with someone. You will be amazed at how many women who are blinded by love and completely ignore the fact that men have no respect for them. Later, they expect him to change and gain respect, but that rarely happens. The point is, if your partner disrespects you, it is a clear red flag that he is not in you and that your relationship is going nowhere. However, if the man in your life is interested in your life as a whole, it means he cares about what you do and concludes that he respects you enough to be involved in your life. Number 7. He stays in your life in good and bad days. He wants to be a part of your life not only in good times, but also in bad times. If he pretends to love you, his demeanor will reveal his false love. For example, when you are not feeling well, he will leave instead of asking you if everything is okay. When you are dealing with some kind of crisis, he will pretend that everything is fine so that he does not need your help. But this man, a man who falls hard for you, is there even when you fall. He is willing to make sacrifices in you. Only risk being unhappy by your side and protecting yourself when you need him the most. Number 8. He puts his phone down when you're together. The internet is distracting and addictive, and many of us have our eyes fixed on our phones at any given time. If he puts his phone down when you are around, especially if you often see him on his phone when you are talking to others, it means that you are important to him. This means that if he's able to spend time with you, he does not mind skipping the latest updates or texts that he may receive. And yes, there are people who are polite enough to always put their phones down when talking to others. However, they are very rare today and in the era, and this is a very strong indication that he is starting to fall for you anyway. Number 9. He likes to open up to you. A boy who is slowly coming to you will want to know your thoughts and feelings about certain things about him. He's a bit of a mystic, but one night, he's going to confess something to you about his childhood. He slowly reveals to you that he wants you to see him. Just sharing something close to him with you is a reward enough for a man who is slowly developing feelings for you. Number 10. He does his best to be supportive. He is there to support you no matter what you do. When you tell him you want to learn the guitar, he can send you a guitar tutorial, or try to help you design the little craft shop you dream of running. When you fail and feel like falling to the ground, he listens to you to help you get back on your feet. Whatever your dreams, he will do his best to help you succeed. Then when he feels that you are on the wrong path, he is there to help you get back on the right path. He does his best to challenge you and motivate you to be your best, always quietly leading you to excellence. Number 11. He buys you gifts. Okay, it doesn't have to be that way, and it's wrong to expect someone to act this way. But if he really buys you gifts and surprises you with what he wants, it's a big sign that he's falling hard for you. All he wants at this point is to make you happy and smile. The greatest gift he can receive is to see you smile from ear to ear. If he truly, passionately, deeply loves you, he will spoil you and make sure nothing disappears from your life. You are his girlfriend and best friend, and his mission in life is to make sure you are the happiest woman you've ever lived with. Isn't it just perfect? Isn't that the biggest sign he loves you? Number 12. He shows that he isn't interested in other girls. He cares about you, and he wants you to care about him again. He knows that playing with your heart will only push you away. So instead of trying to make you jealous, he makes it clear that he is not interested in other girls. Of course, he does not often say, "I care about you." Maybe he is shy and he may not be able to say it. Or he may be afraid that you will reject him. But make no mistake, he waits until you understand what he means and reach out to him first. Number 13. He's the one who always calls or texts first. If a man is interested in you, he will at least try hard to stay in touch with you by sending messages through social media. He will never let a day go by without hearing your voice, or at least sending you a nice message. Spending time together and communicating regularly are the most important building blocks for a healthy relationship. And you can never build one without them. So if your man always arrives first, it is a very good sign that he is already raising his head towards you. Number 14. You already got love nickname. If your man has already given you a cute nickname, it is one of the most obvious signs that he is slowly falling for you. It simply means that he has some affection for you and wants to show you those feelings and all the appreciation he has for you by giving you a sweet, loving pet name like Baby. You are the only woman in his life whom he calls so, which means you are very special to him. The nickname he gave you is his way of saying that he is already raising his head for you. Number 15. He keeps his word always. Apart from trust, healthy and successful long-term relationships are built on agreements and compromises. If your person makes a few promises above what you know he will not fulfill, or he says one thing and does another, there is something wrong with it. He is dishonest. Automatically, it concludes that you have no confidence in your relationship. And, of course, without faith, you will never be able to connect to a deeper level. First, you can test this by giving him simple tasks. For example, meeting you on time for your night out. If he says he's going to meet you in front of a restaurant at 6 p.m. sharp and he is not, then this could become a big problem in the long run. Note, if he does not show up on time for your first date, do not even bother to give him a chance. On the other hand, if he plans to do things with you, if he keeps his promises, this is a man who truly cares about you and wants to build a long-term, healthy relationship with you. This is your relationship and the guy you take seriously. He wants to build a future with you. Number 16. He notices things about you that others don't. People do not always care to pay attention to everything we do, and it is unreasonable to expect so much. However, a loved one will pay so much attention to you, and he will see the little things that others do not. He will see that you are separating your hair differently or you are changing your nail polish. Above all, he will see how you feel. He sees that you are not usually smiling and points it out, and when no one else sees it, he asks you if something is wrong. This is a great sign that he is slowly falling for you.